Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new match of the Skates 20% tourney. And today we have Flintel versus S2speed, and I will be commentating this run together with Koda.
Hello.
So I think this is like, yeah, it's one of the it's the first match for both of our runners, and I think the runners will be starting pretty soon. We have a we have reasonably close PB, so I mean it's very hard to tell how the race will go because yeah, probably we will be close. Hopefully we won't see any like major issue from either end. So the race should be pretty interesting to watch. So your runners have been counted down and actually should be starting very soon. Just a bit of stream delay, I think. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, not much to say here in KP. I guess this is just pretty standard early game. That I mean, you would see in most Hollow Knight runs. Uh, of course, there are the 1-2-1 specific decks that where you can use the pose menu to gain control earlier than you could do on latest patch. But yeah, it's just the plain old boring KP that you get to see way too many times in Hollow Knight speedruns.
Right, and off we go. Looks like we've got S2s. Looks like we've got S2 just going through now. Got Flintel already in green path. Exactly. Minute 11. Looks good.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted for a moment. Yeah, here we are seeing Flintel going into Aspid Arena. Ooh, unfortunately missing the double kill with the spike. It's pretty tight on this patch on the game. So I mean it's not easy to get it because yeah, the timing is very tight on this patch. Let's see if S2speed gets it. Oh, unfortunate. I think it was maybe a bit too early because
And
he missed the
S2 doesn't
spike.
attempt. S2 doesn't attempt because he activated the spike early.
Yeah. Yes, so we're getting our two runners going into well, going for their first spell and only spell in this run, Vengeful Spirit, that will carry them through
Right.
all the boss fights.
Flintel is at False Knight. At 254.
Yeah, skipping
And we
the
have
fight.
S2 just entering False Knight at roughly the same time with a 255.
Yeah, so the runners are pretty close, which is downstream. They are a bit farther apart, but yeah, it's mostly because of loads. I'm not sure about also some stream delay, I think, but yeah, in terms of actual like time on the timer, they are pretty close.
Right, we have Flintel just picked up VS at 352, roughly 350. And S2 entering Ancient Mound at 335.
So yeah, I think it's just a few seconds apart. Yeah.
Apologies if I get any place names wrong in the future. I haven't been revising them lately.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's I mean, so yeah, Flintel is going for the first Baldur. Well, the only Baldur. So let's see. Oh, nice first speed. Good luck for him. And luckily on this patch of the game, he won't have to fight the second one because there is this nice one fireball one shot of the second Baldur in Green Path. At the entrance of Green Path. And so let's
We got
see.
Flintel leaving Ancient Mound at 448.
Ooh, third speed for speed. That will be well, third speed is not that big. It's like 2.5 second time loss.
Oh, we got S2 just leaving Ancient Mound at 458 with a bit of 10 seconds behind.
Ooh, nice
Right,
Flintel getting the
we got a VS stall from Flintel.
yeah, nice first fireball escape, and we'll see two more from Flintel, and well, we'll probably see all three of them from S2 speed too.
Will Flintel manage to get the full stall? We will find out soon.
Yeah, so on S2 speed side we have
Oh, S2's just missed. Ooh.
well, luckily Flintel got the fireball skip, so he didn't have to.
Yeah, that's fair. I personally have only ever attempted what I've heard to be green pass skip by using a squid.
Yeah, the so-called Eric Pogo. Flintel having a bit of trouble with the second one, but getting it second try, which is pretty good. And S2 is going for the fireball skip. Let's hope he doesn't need Eric as well. Yeah, nice, very nice fireball skip. And yeah, they aren't super easy. They're a bit tight, so I mean, I often get, well, not often, but from time to time I get to ask a little friend from Eric too. So yeah, it just happens. Because do you have any experience with any percent, like any direct experience with any percent? Have you run it?
Well, I am currently learning the full route for any percent, no major glitches, but I do hope to one day be able to do a full run with any percent, like all glitches.
Oh, Yeah, glitches are definitely interesting. Wait, they're definitely, yeah, a very interesting world. Actually, I've recently started running a bit of glitched categories myself, and yeah, I'm enjoying that. So uh, I would recommend learning, like at
Oh,
least
we've got
trying.
Flintel just entering the Hornet fight at 7:52.
Let's see if you get nice RNG or not behaving.
And
Love to see it.
S2 just get hit, just killing the Moss Knights.
That was a pretty
Right,
nice
that's
Hornet
Hornet
fight
done
from
for
Flintel.
Flintel at 8:14, just picking up the dash.
And also it was a pretty good
And
Hornet fight, I
S2
think.
entering the Hornet fight, just I believe a second faster than what Flintel was. And we
Yes,
got
we're getting a
Flintel menu warping back into Ancient Mound. For those of you that don't know, menu warping is when people use the main menu of the game to warp back to a bench earlier on in the game, and it does save your items before the warp.
yeah. Every time you go back to the menu, the game saves your well,
Right, we've
your
got
not your
Flintel just
current
entering
position,
Fungal
but
Wastes right now. And S2 just doing a menu warp.
yeah. In chat they're saying that Flintel missed that one of the G-Rocks in the Moss Knights arena in Green Path, and yeah, I'm not 100% confident with the like geo numbers on 1221, but it should be fine. Like even if it like is a bit low, I'm pretty sure he can just back that up in city by killing some extra enemy there by losing basically no time. Now we're seeing Flintel going for Ipogo. He's
You
doing
never
the
want to give up on a run this early because you never know what could happen later.
through. I'm a big fan of no reset. Ooh,
Right,
Flintel
we
here.
got Flintel attempting E-Pogos. Missed the first two attempts. Hopefully you can get it on the third. Unfortunately missing.
Yeah, he's having a bit of trouble there, so S2 will definitely.
Giving S2 a bit of time to catch up. So far they have both
Yeah.
been at pretty much the same speed, minus S2 earlier on in Ventral Mound, leaving with about a 10-second time loss for on behind Flintel.
Yeah.
Just got S2 attempting the Pogos now, getting it first try.
Ooh, this should
With
be
Flintel in
the
Mantis Village, going for the claw.
yeah, nice double dash Mantis Pogo. He's going for the early control here
S2
and
entering
getting it
Mantis Village
very cleanly.
at roughly 9:45, I believe. And Flintel menu warping once again after collecting the claw, Mantis Claw.
Yeah, and S2 getting the nice early control as well. Yeah, yeah. Now S2 has a bit of a lead because of the troubles with Ipogo on Flintel's side.
Yes, well, I believe what looks to be a just about a 10 to 20 second lead among Flintel as he managed to as my co-commentator said, as he managed to get E-Pogo first try.
Flintel having a bit of a like a bit like unsure on the routing. He was going up instead of buying the crossroads tag, but yeah, I'm not actually sure if they're both like any percent runners or they're like
Right, we got
runners
S2.
in
We
other
got S2
categories.
just buying the Crossroads Stag, and Flintel going into Grosmother at 11:44. Wow, we got S2 with a 30-second lead.
Or a bit of a rough Grozzers cleanup from Flintel. Grozzers
Maybe.
didn't behave.
You never know with these little things.
Yeah. Just love to scatter around with you, like without giving you any good way to just kill them all with one
Flintel's just bought his
puncture.
first charm. Setting
It's
up
first
for
time.
a Shade Pogo, I believe. And Flintel just getting Sly right now, and S2 just buying Charm and Stone.
Yeah, they both got their first and only charm in this route. Yeah, they're both on 1-2-1, so there's most likely that none of them will get any other charm. And
We got
let's
Flintel
see.
attempting a Shade Pogo. He's been lucky with his skips, and he has done so just now, first try.
Yeah, luckily no marble from the shade. Okay, doing the nice wall clean storage setup in the lake where you like nail the wall as you land in water, and that gives you, well, ooh, nice chain there.
Right, we got
And
S2 nailing the Shade Pogo. I did see him struggle slightly with practicing the Shade Pogo pre-race, so props to him.
yeah, nice that he got it first try. S2 going for the tree nail
Right, we've got
lashes setup
Flintel
for,
in resting
oh, for
grounds
the
right as we
blue lake
speak,
wall clean storage.
and S2 just grabbing the lever. I'm just going to change my settings really quickly.
Yeah, sorry, I had a bit of a network issue. But I
Looks like we
should be
got
back now.
Flintel chasing Markoth, I believe. And S2 just entering the dream.
At the Dream Plat, infamous Dream Plat section. Following here doesn't
Flintel
lose.
blasting through Markoth's dialogue and gaining the dream nail.
Hopefully, we won't see a Dream Plat pull here from S2.
Oh, we got Flintel just dropping out of Markoth's room. Animation's a bit delayed, but they will be, considering you must have done a glitch. Not quite sure though. And we got S2 just gaining the dream nail now.
Yeah, so that's a minor glitch. It's zero skip or zero early control, where you use the menu to get
And
control
we got
during
S2
the
just dropping out of Markoth's room
widescreen.
at 1422, I believe. We got a nice city entrance from Flintel. Just fighting. He's gathering a hunter's journal. Most likely to sell to Lem to hopefully get the Lumafly lantern. And S2 entering city. Right. I've got S2 roof pogoing to grab a Hello Nest seal, and Flintel just leaving. In my personal playthroughs of the game, I have had lots of trouble with these flying bugs. Just changing my settings. I'm not sure if you are aware, FF300, but you are muted. Right, we've got Flintel just fighting the Watcher Knights. Got S2 having a bit of a struggle in a dark room. Landing himself at one mask. Right, we've got Flintel dealing with two of the last three Watcher Knights, I believe. With a bit of trouble down to two masks. And S2 just entering Watcher Knights. And I apologise for my mistake earlier thinking that Flintel was fighting the last two Watcher Knights. Flintel down to one mask in the Watcher Knights. These bosses have been known to cause quite a bit of trouble. Ooh, we got Flintel still at one mask. Will he be able to survive? No, he won't. Right, we've got Flintel just making his way back to the Watcher Knights. And S2 still lasting, getting some Dream Now dialogue for some soul. Got S2 just leaving Watcher Knights now. Flintel's death with the Watcher Knights may have caused him some time loss, but you never know, he may be able to make it up within the next 10 minutes. In the rest of the run, you never know what you could have. Looks like we got S2 just killing Lurian, and Flintel once again trying the Watcher Knights. Welcome back, FF300.
Yeah, you should be able to hear me now.
Yep, I got ya.
Okay. Sorry, yeah, a bit of a network issues, but should be fine now.
That is completely fine. We just got Flintel on his second, just finishing his second attempt of Watcher Knights successful, and S2 finishing Watcher Knights on his first.
Ooh, yeah, Watcher Knights are pretty hard. Arguably like the hardest boss fight in this entire run because of how little equipment you have. And yeah, so
Yeah, that's fair. In my personal experience, I haven't fought Watcher Knights without at least 1 or 2 nail upgrades, and we got Flintel just going into the Lurian fight.
I mean,
But yeah, I have personally not
did
fought
run.
Watcher Knights without at least 1 nail upgrade.
Yeah, I did run any percent for a while, and like on latest patch, I would say that I mean THK comes pretty close, but Watcher Knights are still the hardest boss fight in the run. And on 1-2-1, with THK being easier, Watcher Knights are definitely the hardest boss fight. Undoubtedly the hardest boss fight in the run. Also, Speed is doing S2 is doing the old route, not going for the rafters, rafter seal and rafter skip, but instead I assume got the King Station seal before Watchers.
Right, S2 can now afford the Lumafly Lantern. I am not as up to date on his or Flintel's route, so I'm not sure if he will buy it.
Well, yeah, definitely they are going to buy Lumafly Lantern because to skip that, I mean they're clearly not going for Sanctum, so skipping Lumafly Lantern would mean doing Isma's route, that is not only harder but also slower on 1-2-1. So there's really
But continuing from what I was saying earlier when I was on about categories I would like to run, I would like to get into running any percent true ending if I remember correctly.
Sorry.
Back to what I said. Back to what I was saying about the categories I'd like to run. I would prefer to run any percent true ending.
Yeah, you can definitely recommend trending because I mean I am a trending runner. It's my main category. Ooh, Flintel missing the left side rafters. That unfortunate, but luckily the fog on the elevator
Right,
is not.
S2 just coming out of the Dirtmouth Stag. After all my 50 plus hours of playing Hollow Knight, after all my 50 plus hours of Hollow Knight, I've not spoken to Elderbug once, and Flintel just dying to the flying knights.
Dravas.
I'm once again not up to date on the enemy names.
Yeah, they're called Dravas just because they're like when you're near them, they say something that just sounds like Rava. There's nothing particularly deep about that. So as to doing the
Right, we got
worst
S2
room in
just
any
entering
percent,
Infected Crossroads.
having a bit of troubles with the infected bandflies, but that's I would say, a classic. That's, I mean, most of the any percent runners I've spoken to agrees that that room is the worst room in the whole any percent run. So nothing to be
I can see why, yeah.
super
They look like they
surprised
have a
about.
decently big hitbox. Yeah, they look like a decently big hitbox, plus there's 3 of them.
Yeah. S2 is now heading into Crystal Peak. That is, yeah, the most platforming intensive one of the most platforming intensive splits in the run. And oh, nice right left side rafters from Flintel. First try this time. Hopefully he knows where his shade is. Okay, he knows. And he can finally go to them to sell the relics and get the
Right, I
geo
believe
for...
Flintel is a couple minutes behind due to his failure with the e-pogos and Watcher Knights.
Yeah.
I believe things with precise timings such as e-pogo or shade pogo aren't suspected at all to become consistent unless you put in a lot of time to get good with it.
Yeah. It's...
Even with not a
it's
lot of
not the
practice, one
hardest
lucky jump. Yeah, even with a lot of practice, not like one lucky jump could mean the difference between anything like a 2-minute time loss and maybe even a 3-minute lead.
Yeah.
Right, we got
Nice.
S2 just blasting through the laser cave. Just grabbing C-dash. Lovely.
Yeah. So we can now go for the final stretch in the run. That is the last two Dreamers.
Right, I believe what we have left for S2 is the last two Dreamers and then the Hollow Knight.
Yeah, exactly. And to get to those two Dreamers, S2 will... Well, it will definitely do at least one acid skip, the so-called Fog Canyon acid skip to enter Fog Canyon. And I think that he
We
will
might
also go
see, we
for...
might be able to see Queen's Garden acid skip. I'm not
yeah.
sure though. We got S2 struggling with an eye drop down through infected crossroads.
Ooh. Those grottos were... Those two grottos were very rude.
Yeah. We got important any percent runners here. How dare you get in their way?
Yeah. Here's the first acid skip.
Right, we have
And now
S2 just doing an acid skip. I will be back in roughly a minute. I'm going to put my headphones on charge.
Yeah, don't worry. So yeah, we have now Flintel entering C-Peak. Roughly at the same time as S2 enters... how's that called? Teacher's Archives. OS2 going for the safety bench here. I would say it's
Right, I'm back. Sorry for just leaving. I use a Bluetooth pair of headphones and they just died.
no worries.
I am not as up to date on the any percent route, so I'm not sure if S2. Right. We wish S2 good luck in the Umu fight.
Yeah, let's see if he can get a good RNG. Ooh, starting with a fast, this is good.
We might
Fast
be able
one's
to
low.
see S2 one cycle Umu, I think.
No, I don't think one cycle is possible in any percent with this equipment.
I just
Got
seen
the
it
good RNG
possible
for
to
the
be
first
to
cycle.
one cycle. Yeah, I've just seen it be possible to one cycle somewhere, and I just couldn't remember where it was.
Well, okay, there is technically one cycle that is possible. That is the luring an Uma core from outside the arena, and then I think Uma is a bit too high. Yeah, unfortunate missing that 2 cycle. I think
S2
it's
just
just
missing
one
the dream
fireball
there,
away
and
from...
Flintel down to one mask in the laser cave.
He should...
Yep, S2, I believe,
No! Sorry.
5 minutes behind and just dying back into Dirtmouth. But remember to not give up on your runs because you never know what can happen.
Yeah, that's a very rough death, because you basically have to do the whole split again. Like, you basically didn't get anything from that whole split, and you have to do it again from scratch. So that's a very bad death.
Right, we have S2 just in the monument room, just about to go into the fight. Got S2 blazing through. Monument, killing Monument. A nice little background touch you can see is that when you go to fight the Dreamers, the background, regardless of which order you fight them, the background starts to get more and more orange, showing that the infection is slowly leaking into the dream world.
Yeah, this is actually something very interesting that I mean, I've been speedrunning Hollow Knight for I think over 3 years,
Flintel pickaxe
well, around
logo.
3 years now, and I learned that very recently. Like in the last year, I learned that, and it was very. I mean, it was surprised that I've never noticed that before.
Right, we've got S2 just making his way out of Teacher's Archives, I believe. Going to fight Hera. Now, I believe Hera is one of the worst Dreamers to get to, considering you have to go to Distant Village, which I think you have to go through Deepness to get to.
Yeah, you have to go through Deep Nest, and also we'll see. No, Flintel died again. That's very bad actually, because he lost all of his geo. So we will have to
We got Flintel having to
improvise
go
on the
on the
cap.
Geo grind once again. We got S2 attempting an Acid skip and making it.
Oh, nice second
Got
try QGA
S2.
from S2. And now it's time for, well, QGA is hard, but also the rest of QG is no pushover, so let's hope S2 gets a nice Queen's Garden.
Queen's Garden must be slightly tedious, considering you got the falling platforms.
Yeah, it's definitely an area that's supposed to be visited with more equipment than what you have in any percent. And yeah, this bit arena is ready, like testifying this. Oh, nice double kill. Yeah, he has a cast, so he can heal. And he's taking the safety bench here. Yeah, I think this is a very smart move.
Just leaving S2, just
in the
leaving
race
the
setting.
Mantis fight. We got Flintel going, I think, back to the laser cave. You know, I haven't tried going over that little pillar in the middle. I've always waited to drop underneath, like drop down and then go underneath it.
Where in Queen's Garden or in Crystal Peak?
Sorry, I'm just earlier in Flintel's run.
Okay. Yeah, which pillar exactly? I missed the. I wasn't watching at Flinter screen, so I'm not sure which pillar you're referring to.
Yeah, he's just in the laser box, just when you have to go wall jump up a wall with the holes in the side so you can shoot through the holes.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is
2 masks.
not easy to.
The nerves might
Not
be getting
super easy
to
to
them.
go.
And we got S2 blazing through, I think, Deep Nest, I'm not sure. Right, S2 has just entered Distant Village, going up to fight Hera. And S2 is getting kidnapped by spiders. And the infected Gruzzes have been treating Flintel better than S2. Oof. Might be playing favourites. Right, we got Flintel just dropping through Fog Canyon. Not sure if he has fought Umu yet, or nor Monument, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, the issue with Flintel side that is he's also short on Geo because of that second death in Crystal Peak, so I mean he will have to improvise
Yeah,
some Geo source in
yeah, he's just going
somewhere
into
between
Teacher's
here and there.
Archives now. He's just entered Teacher's Archives.
To not saving the grab, you hate to see it. Also having some trouble with the spiders, you hate to see that as well.
I'm not sure
Wait,
about you,
I mean, I
F, but
really,
I personally don't like those bugs. And we got S2 just entering Hera's fight.
you mean the devouts? Yeah, I don't like devouts either because well,
If you
they're
look at the background
scary.
now, if you look at the background of S2s, you can see that it is more infected or orange than what it was with Monument.
Nice first cycle from Flintel is, I
And we
think, is
got
on.
S2 killing the last dreamer, possibly making his way down to the Hollow Knight to finish off the run.
Yeah, so he's a bit. No, okay, he's fine on Geo. Never mind. I forgot that he got the devout. Ooh, it's missing. No,
S2I dropping through Hera's
no,
Den.
Flintel missing the 2 cycle by very little. Ooh, was a bit too high.
S2 seems to be on a good pace. Could he set a PB? We shall never. We shall find out.
Yeah, I don't think this will be a PB because finishing the run 2 minutes from now is. Yeah, I don't think it's really. Well, maybe with a very good DHK, but yeah, should be very good DHK, so I would say it's unlikely, but definitely not impossible.
Yeah, like I said earlier, you never know with runs like this.
Yeah.
You got S2 just returning to Dirtmouth from uh, Distant Village, running down into Black Egg to fight the Hollow Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, on second thought, never mind, I underestimated the time from Distant Village to THK, so it's definitely not getting a PB this run, but he could
Could
get
be close.
like, yeah, I mean, maybe within a minute from PB, that should be possible, I think.
With Flintel's struggles with Watcher Knights, the E-Pogos, and Laser Cave, I think we'll be seeing him maybe 3 to 4 minutes behind what S2 is. Right, got S2 just releasing the Hollow Knight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think with a good DHK, S2 can be within a minute from PB, which is very good in a race setting, where you
Right,
can't
we've got
reset,
S2 just
maybe you take
starting the Hollow
some
Knight fight.
extra safety.
We hope it goes well for him.
Nice doubles.
I've seen a few people say Hollow D in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, Hollow D indeed. Let's see. Ooh, I missed the QGA from Flintel, but I think it went pretty good. First or maybe second try,
Yeah,
but
I just
yeah,
missed it as well.
yeah.
Right, we have the Hollow Knight stabbing himself. And we got Flintel in the Flying Mantis room. We did see S2 get down to one mask in this room, I believe, finishing it with a double kill. We
Yeah.
may see... Ah!
No! Dying here is
No!
pretty rough.
Yeah, Flintel is not... Flintel has had quite a few time losses, but...
Yeah, and
We're all
GG
fun
for
and...
S2.
GG for S2. Just killing the Hollow Knight.
We
Absorbing the infection.
750, like 50 flat, something like that.
Yeah. We hope Flint. Well, we hope. Just dying to acid. Another acid skip. Oh, we
Oh
might see
no.
Flintel lose his shade.
Tree.
Oh, right. S2 just S2 finished with a 37:53, a minute and a minute 15 off of his PB.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say really good thing, but the at least Flintel didn't lose his Geo with the second death here, because unfortunately he already lost them in Crystal Peak. So
Right, Flintel made the acid skip.
I,
Good job.
yeah, and let's hope gets a nicer Petra Arena this time.
Right, we got Flintel in the Flying Mantis room again. We hope he makes it, so good luck.
Ooh, missing the double fireball. Okay, one mantis down. Ooh, oh
Ooh,
no,
down to one
falling
mass.
here is...
Let's hope he does not die again. With mini boss fights like these, I don't think you ever have time to heal in this, and you all got to spend all your soul on the boss itself. But good job to Flintel for
Yeah.
making it through.
Deciding to not take the bench is kinda courageous from him. I mean, I would consider taking the bench there, considering he's on 1 HP. But yeah, at least he got a bit of soul from...
Ooh,
Oh
we
no,
got Flintel
I
down to a
shouldn't
mass.
have said anything.
Ooh,
Um,
Flintel may need to take a bit of a rest to heal. Just
yeah,
if Flintel did take the bench, I don't believe he would be in this position. Not I'm not trying to be rude. Never will be. But yeah, he did take a pretty courageous move. Repeating what FF said, taking a pretty courageous move to not take the bench.
yeah. If you're, he may not remember there is a bench there, and so like that's why he's not taking the bench there.
Yeah,
This is
in high pressure moments like this, I would probably forget a lot of things.
yeah, nice movement through this long room, and so it now is down for deepness. That shouldn't be super bad on 3 HP. So hopefully we'll get to Bistan safely.
Chrome Duck says no Guna Bomber bench.
Yeah, I think that's the name for the bench in Queen's Garden. The one right after the Petro Arena. But I'm not sure about the origin of this name.
Apologies, everyone. Just talking to my dad. Chrome Duck says the Guna Bomber created the strat of taking that bench. Got
Also, I
Flintel
assume it's
just
something
going into
from
Harris Den.
last race. Yeah, because I think the Guna Bomber had a run like yesterday or something like that, and so I assume it's something from that race. So now Flintel is off for Bistan, and okay, he's doing the Denquit out, so he's probably going for the Vault skip.
Let's see what S2 is doing. S2 seems to just be messing about. Seeing what to see. Seeing what there is to see.
So Flintel not doing the Vault skip actually, because killing the Devout is a nice way to get some of those extra geo he needs for the distant village stag later. So
Yeah, good
yeah, I
thing
think
to
we'll have to
probably get a
kill a
Geo
bunch of...
plus a little bit of subtle at least.
Yeah, also not taking damage from the Devout, because Devout skip still requires you to take 1 damage. And so yeah.
Clapudo says, "Why does everyone hate Myla?" Predic and Chrome Duck says because it's funny.
Yes, there is this kind of like discussion in the community between killing and saving Myla, and yeah, I
Who is
hopefully until
Myla?
deciding to kill this Devout
Apologies,
as
but
well.
who is Myla?
Is the Ask Miner that S2 just killed, that you can see on his screen, and she's an
I see that.
NPC. Like when you start the game, she's an NPC and you can talk to her, but uh, as the game progresses, she gets infected, and so she becomes a mindless husk that attacks you and that you can kill. No, Flintel dying to the last without.
Oh,
That's
Flintel. Everyone, we got Maragni, Clapudo, and Overclock saying sad face.
the. I mean, he
I'm not a
would have needed
mosquito.
to kill a bunch of.
Sad.
Yeah, he would have needed to kill a bunch of extra devouts anyway for the Geo, but yeah, I assume he would have preferred not to do that after collecting Era, rather than having to do this then again from scratch. Yeah, here I'm
Right, we've got
having to go through.
Flintel. Flintel attempting down once again. He didn't die to a devout, I think, which is good. So good job to him.
Yeah,
All just missing the poker on the spikes. wise heal there.
Sorry?
I just said wise heal because he healed, then took damage.
Yeah. I mean,
I've got Flintel fighting another devout.
yeah, I really need all those geo. So there's
Birdiest
no
Blue
point in
says,
skipping
good
the
luck,
devout.
Flintel. You be got this, Hollow D.
I hope he knows where the Shady is. Yeah, okay, he knows. That's good. No benches? Ooh, that's a decision of all times. Yeah, but with this devout, he should be almost good.
This is the devout he died on last time, I believe.
Yes, but hopefully he won't die again to this devout. Now he's on 3 HP. This is pretty good because he can survive one attack.
Yeah.
And
There we
yeah,
go. Good job, Flintel. Just entering the Hera fight.
yeah. And so he should be fine with the
Choosing to not use
Geo-wise, he
C
should be
dash.
fine. So yeah,
Flintel not
Geo-wise, he should
choosing
be
to use C
almost
dash.
fine.
Yeah.
With the Georox, we'll probably have to kill one last devout on his way out. And that should give him the 250 geo he needs for the distant village stag. And so yeah, I think he's very aware of this geo
Asgorial.
situation. So
Asgorial said that, like, Asgorial says, like, there are 5 devouts in Den, which is enough geo, but if they respawn on Dreamer, it's a little more convenient. Also, Overclock EXE, I don't have the 7TV extension.
ooh, taking a hit there, it'll be fine. Okay, devout killed, and
Right.
he has enough
Flintel
geo.
has the geo.
He also got the blessings, the random essence drop from the devout. Let's hope this is a
Racing up
good
to
last
this
time
tag.
for the THK fight.
Chris says blessings.
Time to spam those hollow Ds in chat for Flintel, since he's entering the THK fight in, I think, less than a minute now.
I'm gonna have to get this browser extension so I can understand what they're all saying.
Yeah, so hollow D is just an emote of dancing Hollow Knight, and it's usually sent as a good luck charm for the Hollow Knight fight in runs.
Ooh, Chrome Duct says horse D.
That's another emote similar to Hollow D in
But
both
yeah,
the
I have to download this extension.
yeah.
We send good lucks and hollow Ds to Flintel as he enters the Hollow Knight fight.
And let's hope for little parries and hopefully lots of dashes.
We have
This
Flintel
fight.
entering the Hollow Knight with 5 masks, but not a lot of soul, hopefully being able to build some up during the fight.
Yeah, the fight is pretty long, so you definitely have to get lots of souls during it to actually deal damage to the Hollow Knight, because Ernell is pretty weak at this point, while spells are comparatively more powerful. You're still reasonably undergeared for THK in any percent.
Yeah, no nail
Your
upgrades
V,
in VS is going to make it a bit difficult to fight, but it is any percent, so you got to do it fast as you can.
yeah. So I think THK is a
I only
total of
recently discovered, I only recently discovered Grubberfly's Elegy. I put it on, and my VSs were like double the size.
You mean Shaman Stone or?
Well, actually, I can't be sure. Actually, to be honest, I'm not really sure, because I hear good things about Grubberfly's Elegy. So I wasn't sure if it was from that or Shaman, which I had in the same charm loadout.
Yeah, it's usually Shaman Stone that increases your spell size and makes them deal more damage.
Oh, Flintel down
Well,
to 1 mask. Hopefully he can
yeah,
survive
but
this.
and GG
Oh.
for Flintel.
GG Flintel, just finishing with 1 mask. Good job.
Yeah, 33, 53, 33, I think. Which, yeah, it's
Only 5330s, yeah. 5336,
36.
right. We have S2 finishing with a 3753 and Flintel finishing with a 5336.
So I think we have our racers. We have Flintel in waiting for an interview. I'm not sure if S2 will join us as well.
Flintel is in waiting. Hello, Flintel.
Hello.
Hello. Oh God. Could you tell I was
Yeah,
nervous? Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
S2
we
is in
could
waiting.
definitely see that.
Hello, S2.
Hello.
Hello.
GG to both runners.
Yes, GG's, GG's.
GG, good job. Congrats to S2.
Yes, congrats. Good run. I guess gotta practice everything apparently. It's been a while since I got my PP, so I'm just a little rusty, I think. But yeah, GG's, GG's.
GG's.
So
Yeah, I
first,
was 2 levels at the start.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you're probably lucky too.
We both were so nervous. Yeah, that's all right. I was just that second Crystal Peak death that sucked. Oh, it's okay. It happens.
Yeah,
yeah,
FF saw the Geo loss.
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah, that's very bad.
yeah. It was really bad. But I'm just glad I finished it, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, shoutouts for the perseverance. I'm not sure I would have finished the run if I were in
no,
your
I know.
position after like.
I
Yeah,
was
so
like, where am I gonna get this?
GG on that.
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah, so I think one question I would like to ask is: so you planned like when you died in peak, you knew you were like short on geo, so you started thinking about where you could get that, or you just like went with the run and said it would be a problem of future me?
I was thinking about it, and I'm sure there were better places, but I was like, well, I guess I'll just like kill the Vouts and Beastone, but then that also was like way harder than it had to be. So, because like normally I just do like devout skip and everything like that, but I was like, oh my god, I need 250 geo.
Okay.
So that was what was going through my head. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wonder where the best place would be to get that as a backup.
I'm not a mosquito says they are proud of you too.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And yes, I will learn where safety benches are. That was bad.
Yeah,
Only
Yeah, actually, I was-
Unabomber would have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I didn't know that bench existed on this. I saw the match. I don't know, it was yesterday or 2 days ago. And then I was like on 1 HP, and I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't even know the movements, but I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, and just a question for you, it's S2, like you said you were nervous, but I think you played pretty well. You are like a bit more than a minute off of your PB, and I saw you taking a bunch of safety strats, so I think like, yeah, you played very well considering the pressure of the race and everything. So yeah, you said you were nervous, but I
Yeah, I
mean,
was really
I don't
nervous.
think it showed that much.
Yeah, I was really I was really nervous at the start,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I had a good cloak where I usually choke a lot, and I was like, after that, the nerves kind of calmed down a little, and then I was just trying to check real stream every now and then when I had the opportunity, and I thought I was a bit ahead after watchers, and after that I tried saving, and I think it
I'll be
paid
back
off.
in a moment.
Yeah, that's smart. I think it was pretty. I was not watching the stream much at all. I was very nervous. Felt like looking over, and if I was if I was ahead anywhere, and I guess to the certain once I died at Watchers, it's like okay, well, I'm definitely not ahead now. But yeah, it seemed pretty close early game up until Watchers, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
you
Watchers
were
is where
pretty
you
close.
struggled a lot, Flintel.
Yeah.
I did see S2 practicing or attempting Salubra's Shade Pogo. I did see you did miss it a couple times. What were your thoughts leading up to it in the full run?
Yeah, I mean, Shade Escape is just an easy escape compared to others, and I was like, I don't want to miss it. And I had like 5 minutes, and I didn't want to practice anything really difficult. And I went on Shade Escape and missed it twice in a row, and I was like, yeah, I'm glad I did that. I was kind of nervous doing it in the run, but thankfully it worked out.
Sure,
Yeah, I
Chris
yeah.
don't know
says
if
get the
you
misses out early.
say.
Better to mess up there
I don't know if you.
than where I did, but you know,
Yeah.
it happens. And all I'm saying to myself is I'll just PB like this week, and then I'll make up for it.
I saw. So, what Flintel? What were your thoughts going into your second attempt of Watcher Nights?
Second attempt. Okay. I was like, okay, if I'm okay with one death. Honestly, I mean it's like a minute time loss or a minute and a half, 2 minutes at most. But like, I'll be happy if I can get it this try. But I was so nervous. I don't know. Like I was like my hands were shaking a little when I was like, especially when I got to I think 1 health at the end of that attempt. And I was like, oh my god, this is real close. And this is the Watcher Nights is what I practiced a lot before the stream started. And I was like, I really just do not want to like have to just keep doing Watcher Nights over and over again and not get it. So I'm honestly pretty happy with only dying once. But yeah, that I mean, I was just happy at the end to finish them and not have to do it like 3 times or whatever.
Yeah, I can understand you being nervous at 1 health at the end. I saw you
Oh,
at
yeah.
1 health in like the Flying Mantises and near the end of the Hollow Knight fight.
Yeah.
And I can't think of the proper words, but like I was kind like not scared, but like worried you would die right at the end and have to do the whole thing over again.
I know, yeah. And then I was also like luckily at that point I'd already lost all my Geo anyway, so dying again at QGA was actually okay. I mean, it wasn't okay, but it didn't make me
Yeah.
any worse off for Geo wise. So, yeah, I was just super nervous at that point. I was like, oh my god, what if I can't finish the run? So I'm just glad I did, honestly. And it's a little callback to like my first PB. I think it was around a low 50. So that was fun.
Yeah, that's fair.
What are your Silk Song release predictions? Oh, I was feeling last year, and then I was like this year's for sure, 2024 for sure, and then here we are. And then there was like the
Yeah.
Twitter thing, where like I can't remember who it was, but like he posted like a some song lyric that lined up with the date, and everyone went crazy about it. But then it turned out to not be real. So it's like, who knows? Honestly, who knows? But because of that, I'm like, well, what if it's actually still alive? Who knows? But I'm just gonna say like this year. Sure, why not? I'll say this year. I'll say like October, and then I'll probably be
Right.
wrong.
We'll-
Yeah.
All right, lore question. Do
we'll
you
see.
think Mr. Mushroom? Do you think Mr. Mushroom will appear in Silksong?
Yes, for sure. 100%. It's my goat.
Same. He's my go-to.
I believe Silksong was meant to be a DLC, but do you think we'll get DLCs for Silksong?
That's a good question. We might. I wouldn't be surprised if they did the like free update thing again, like they did with Hollow Knight, where it's like tech kind of DLC, but it's free. Yeah.
Yeah, just more. Yeah, like you said, more like oh hey, we've added another ending for you, rather than
Yeah.
pay for this and you can do this.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think.
I'm personally hoping
think
for
if-
like in Silksong. I'm personally hoping for some sort of reference to Hollow Knight, as in like some areas, like a flashback to Dirtmouth or what.
Yeah, true. That'd be cool. I'm honestly probably one of the things I'm most excited for is the music, because I love music for Hollow Knight, and just the 2 tracks we've heard for Silksong so far. Oh, they're so good.
The amount of good picture opportunities you got from Hollow Knight are like is a lot. Do you reckon we'll get any good picture opportunities through Silksong?
You mean like just like good screenshots or whatever, like cool backgrounds, or like just like the game being pretty?
Yeah, just like cool screenshots you found.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the game already looks beautiful from what we've seen, so I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, yeah, GG's speed. Thanks for coming. That was,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
GD's broke for you.
first ever race. So
Yeah, GG's.
yeah,
Yeah, GG for to both you runners. I mean, I think you
yeah,
Like,
somewhat new. Yeah,
did. I mean, I think your performance was like still good in the sense that, I mean, being able to finish and like
yeah,
just don't not giving up it's something that requires like
yeah, for sure.
a certain mental strength.
I was
So, yeah,
really
GG.
tempted to just be like, oh, it's over. But yeah, no, it was nice to finish out. So
Yeah.
GG's.
Yeah, yeah, especially good job to you, Flintel, especially with like the clutch ups in Watcher Nights.
Yeah. That second fight was close for sure.
So if there are no other questions from chat, or if you want to say
Yeah.
something, one
Actually,
last
yeah,
thing.
Good point, FF. Does chat have questions?
I don't think there are any more questions in chat, like unless someone writes something right now. And I don't know if you want to say one last thing, whatever, if you want to add anything to the race or whatever.
You can find me on Twitch at Flintel, but the E is a 3 because Flintel without the 3 being an E was taken. So, and then yeah, I'll probably be streaming Hollow Knight speedruns this week. That's basically all I stream. So, if you like this kind of stuff, you can come on over. Hoping to PB again soon. I know I can get it down, especially my Hollow Knight fight is pretty slow right now in my PB, so I know I can get that down.
Yeah, well, I wish you luck on your improvements, and
Thank
I
you.
hope you get a PB soon.
Thank you. Me too.
Yeah, good luck with that. So yeah, I think next match of the tournament will be tomorrow. So yeah, for now I think that's all from us. And thank you everyone for watching. And
Thanks for
let's
watching.
thank
Thanks for
also
being
the,
here.
for our
GG's to the
streamer.
runners, and yeah, hope you enjoyed.
Thank you. GG's.
GG.